Do you understand and comprehend burnout and how it happens? So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it by saying that burnout doesn't exist. I understand people that have been burnt out. I totally get it. I've been there too. I know how you feel. Listen to me. Burnout is simply only one thing. It is, I forgot my purpose for a prolonged period of time and then it snapped. I'm gonna repeat that. It's forgetting your purpose and your goals for not overnight, but a prolonged period of time, and then all of a sudden you snap. And I'm gonna say this in quotes, burnout. I'm always gonna put air quotes because it's not real. You're never gonna hear me say the word burnout without putting air quotes. Burnout is just that. So that just means you gotta remember your goals. You need to write every day and consistently find inspiration. Look for people who've accomplished what you've done. Look for people in their 60s and 70s, deep in life, who are not blessed with youth anymore, who still are just on fire. They just wanna eat life, man. Those should be a huge piece of inspiration. And this is the importance of specificity of your goals, because then you could really, attack something because now you know what you're attacking. You're moving in a concrete direction, even if it's not the right one. Listen, okay, I could tell when somebody's gonna quit about a month before they do it. I could tell when they're gonna do it about a week before they do it, okay? I was in the military and I saw certain people in buds, okay? And you could tell when they're gonna quit something about a week before. You could just see it in their eyes. You ever hear people say those things? Like, that guy just has that, he just has that energy in him, that frequency, that like you could just see beam in his eyes. You could just detect those things in people, right? These are not overnight things. You can see, right, in the military, I could see when people are gonna quit about a week or two prior. What happens is they get kicked in the nuts. They got punched in the jaw, okay? So these guys, they ended up never getting punched in the jaw before. And they get their shit rocked, for lack of a more sophisticated terminology. And what ends up happening is their whole nervous system is shocked, and then they end up forgetting their purpose temporarily, and then they actually don't want to remember that. I'm gonna reiterate that. They don't want to remember it because their shit was rocked so fucking hard, and their nervous system was, I'm trying to make these videos PG, but their nervous system was rocked so hard that they actually don't want to remember their purpose. And so what ends up happening is cognitive bias. So what ends up happening is that originally, let's say they're gonna enter, like, we're just using an analogy, BUDS, Navy SEAL training. All these positive stimulus of, like, I'm gonna be fit, I'm gonna have a legacy forever, I'm gonna be a strong individual. And as soon as they get their shit rocked, okay, they end up now building a case. They end up building a case in the opposite direction and purely searching for cons. And so they're trying to figure out how to mentally compartmentalize with quitting their dreams over the course of a couple weeks or a month. Okay, it's just so hard. They're coming up with a story they're gonna tell their loved ones. They're coming up with ways they're gonna mentally compartmentalize it. Hey, I have this job that's a backup. Hey, like, I'm gonna be okay. Like, I'm gonna tell everybody I got hurt. Like, it's whatever. Like, just come up with all this shit, right? So the importance is that the importance of what I'm telling you, of my message, is that it doesn't happen overnight, and it's not, there's a chemical in your brain. I don't know what it is, I don't know how to call it, but it's the inspiration muscle. It happens when you write down your goals and you have a clear goal and a clear path, and you know what you're attacking, so you can attack it every day. When you tell your brain that you're gonna go through something and that you're not quitting, your brain has no choice but to expand. That's why it quits whenever it gets its shit rocked, though, because it doesn't have any other modus operandi or an experience to compare it to, because it's your first time getting your shit rocked. So the most important thing to take away from this video is that burnout is simply just write down your goals, know what you wanna do with your I'm trying not to swear. Know what you wanna do with your life, and understand that quitting is not an overnight thing. It's something that takes place over a month, over 2 months, over weeks. Remember that? And notice if you're slipping, or if your buddy is, slap in the face. Hey dude, you're slipping. We're going for a walk. We're gonna go get some ice cream. We're gonna grab some froyo and we're gonna talk, okay? Why are you acting this way? Where's your drive? Trust me, a skill like that is what every leader needs in you waking somebody up. I've had to woken up quite a few people that I've had nothing but positive experiences with, and it was the first time we had to have a very in-depth negative conversation, and it rocked our whole relationship, but we were both better people for it. So also help a friend out if you see him like that. Be empathetic, be kind, but call him out, dude. Hey, like, I noticed this XYZ, what's going on? Be great.